Can you imagine when it was rare to own a television? Nowadays, most families own one, if not several TVs in their house. We could spend hour after hour just staring at that screen, flipping through the channels. But have you ever stopped and wondered if what you see on TV can affect how you see reality? Well, before passing away, George Gimner came up with a theory called the Cultivation Theory, which basically means that uh, too much exposure to media, especially on TV, can have an effect on how you see reality. In this video, I am going to share with you a personal experience in which cultivation theory took effect. Second, I am going to give you my inference and what I learned from this theory. And last, I'm going to discuss how I am going to use this theory in other parts of my life. So to begin with, I used to love scary movies, and and the reason why I say I used to is because from too much watching scary movies on TV, you know, I started to believe it. Like it literally, it it affected how I saw reality because I started to believe that this stuff could actually happen to me. Like I started to believe that demons could come out at me during the night. Like I was having a hard time getting up in the middle of the night and going to the restroom or getting a drink of water because I felt that as soon as I put my foot down from the bed, something was gonna come out from the bottom of the bed and just pull my leg, and just living with that trauma of just that happening hard pass. So it definitely affected how I was living my daily life, my because you know I was having nightmares, and I was waking up in the middle of the night and just not wanting to move because I felt like if someone was there and they saw me move, they knew I was awake and they were gonna try to get me, attack me. So now that I gave you my experience of what happened when I was watching too much TV, let me transfer over and give you my inference and what I learned from this experience. So you definitely, yes, this theory is accurate because from watching too much scary movies to transfer over to my reality, and it made me believe that this stuff was indeed gonna happen to me or could happen to me. Um, um, what I learned from this experience is to definitely not watch scary movies alone. Nah, I'm just kidding. Um, or to sleep with the night light on. Nah. I learned that not to focus or watch one certain thing so much or so constant because they could definitely affect how you see your reality or the real world. Now that I've shared with you my inference and my what I learned from this experience, uh, I'm gonna move over and discuss how I'm gonna use this theory in other parts of my life, and it's just the same way, just staying away from so much of the same thing. Not always focus on one certain thing, not certain, because media and just watching TV, it shows that it could definitely affect how you see reality. It could affect those around you. It could affect your personal, interpersonal and personal relationships. So um, just not focus or do not let media just twist the way I see reality. And so, in conclusion, uh, George Gibner came up with a theory that claims that exposure to too much theory can affect the way you see your reality. And looking back in my own experience, now I know I shouldn't be scared because of what I see on TV. Like I should know that reality is completely different. Uh, I talked about my personal experience, and I gave you my inference. So just to just remember not to just focus on one certain thing because media can affect how you see reality.